Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. We last left off, Bub had just put the crystal in Palace 5, finishing that palace off. And in that palace, he found the flute. And the flute we can use now to scare off this river devil. We got the clue that the river devil doesn't like certain types of sounds, so maybe he's related to Dig Dogger from the first game. So now this guy, he won't split up like Dig Dogger will. He'll just, you know, run away. So, well, we got a magic level there. I could have took a life level, but I figure I only need 500 more experience. And I might be able to get that other magic level, because magic is going to be really important in the 6th palace. We're going to be going through a lot of magic, so I did a little trick there to avoid one of these zones. The zone I missed is going to be the same as the next zone. There's 3 of these battle zones. They all feature these red lizards throwing rocks at you. The only difference is in the middle one we have that Zoro, and in the first and the third we have one of these orange lizards. So standing on the tile where the river devil was is a desert tile, so we can stand there and that'll summon monsters, and then we can try to lure one down to avoid that first battle zone. Alright, so let's stay on the path here. Got into an encounter there. We don't want to get into an encounter in the graveyard just yet. The enemies in the graveyard and in the lava zone beyond the graveyard, they're invisible. And the only way we're going to be able to see those enemies is with an item called the cross. We'll get that. That's the special item we pick up in Palace 6. So we want to make sure that we avoid, like I said, going into any encounters around there. Otherwise, it's not going to be all that good for us. But hey, there's a town over here. Let's check it out. So normally you wouldn't want to check this town out because I just mentioned about invisible enemies. The enemies in this town are going to be invisible too. You might be thinking, enemies in a town? Yeah, this is actually a destroyed town. It's a ruined town. So let's head on in. And, yeah, you might just swing your sword around and hopefully you make a connection with an enemy. But we just want to go into this house right here. The first house, luckily they have this guy right in the beginning. So, he's going to give us a little clue about what we need to do. So we talk with this wizard, and instead of giving us a spell, he tells us the town is dead. Look east in woods. Okay. And that's going to be a clue on where the townsfolk fled to. So there's going to be a hidden town in the eastern woods where the townsfolk fled to. And you won't be able to see that town because it's hidden. And this is where it goes back to the importance of reading the instruction manual and knowing that the hammer can also chop down trees. So let's make our way past this bridge. These bridges are kind of tough because these fish can jump out of nowhere and knock you into the pit. So poor construction on that bridge. So we got the hard enemy here. The hard enemy is the scorpions and levers. The weak enemy, well, we'll see that a little bit later, is going to be just scorpions, no levers. And the weak enemy in this, in the woods, is red spiders and yellow lizards. So, we'll see all the enemies, don't worry. But we're going to wander around here because we got a pea bag here. Let's just avoid this guy, because we're kind of low on life. And hey, we get some, oh, we can pump up our magic. I mean, our life. I was going to actually go for the magic initially, but my life was so low, I figured, I might as well fill up the life. And, what should we do? Yeah, let's max out our life. So there we go. See, so it actually helped out. You see that we got the we made sure that it was going for the attack in Palace 5, the crystal. We got the most experience points. We basically ended up almost getting 3 levels because of that. So another weak enemy here. Got a pea bag. So it'd be nice if through these random encounters and then through the next dungeon, if we're able to get the next magic level, and then That way, when we get the crystal, we'll be able to get an extra life. No matter what stat it is, if it's a level 8 stat, and then you advance it again, it's an extra life. So you can't get attack 9, magic 9, life 9. It just gives you an extra life. So I don't think I ever talked about what happens if you if you do get a game over, if you lose all your lives. You basically just start back at the beginning of the game in the palace where Zelda's sleeping, except if you take a game over in the Great Palace. I'll explain why when we get to that level. But in the story-wise, there's Kasuto there. You would just want to smash the that area with the hammer, the forest, and that uncovers the town. But plot-wise, what apparently is happening is Ganon's minions are basically Ganon was defeated in the first game, and in order to resurrect Ganon, they need to basically defeat Link and scatter his blood on Ganon's ashes. Yeah, it's kind of gruesome for a Nintendo game, which tended to censor out a lot of violence. Anyway, if they do that, then they can bring back Ganon. So if you get a game over, you get a screen that basically says like the return of Ganon, and there's a picture of Ganon, and he kind of laughs. So, but here's the hidden town of Kasuto. That town we were in earlier, that is called Old Kasuto. So, let's talk with the people here. We got quite a little bit of things that we can get here. This town is full of stuff. So. Now, it's important that we have, up at this point, okay, we had Flea Kasuto, yeah, because all these ghosts. It's important that we have 7 magic containers at this point. If we have 7 magic containers, this lady will let us into her house. And, inside this house, what are we going to get? There is a secret at edge of town. Okay. I'll show that secret off at the end. But yeah, if we have 7 magic containers, this lady will give us the 8th magic container. So, alrighty. So there's the 1/8 magic, and now we still have to find the wise man to give us a spell. And then apparently, like I said, there's also a secret in this town. So, like I said, this town is kind of loaded with stuff. So, but now that we've filled up our life, I'm just gonna head out here and I'm gonna try to get the remaining encounters. I need to get a hardwood encounter. So here we go. So in the woods, a hard encounter is red lizards and the blue jumping spiders. So it's weird, the red lizards give less experience than the yellow lizards, even though the red ones are supposed to be harder. So, all right, boink. Yeah, we have to face the town to smash the trees. You can't stand on that square where the tree is. You have to face it. So, do we get? Okay, here's the hard encounter for the desert. It's the same as the one we saw earlier. I forgot that I did show that one off earlier, but it's just these scorpions, one on each side, and we have levers that run around and pop out of the ground. So, let's use our shield spell, and I figured I'd show off these encounters here now because I'm going to be heading into the town to obviously heal up. So, might as well do it here where I'm not really taking any damage. Or any damage I do take will be instantly healed. So now let's explore the rest of the town. This is a kind of a larger town. We got 3 areas. Oh, this guy doesn't know anything. Hey lady, what's up? Oh, she can't help us either. Okay. There's that opera lady, I call her. And there's a hidden message on this wall. East of Triple I Rock at Seashore. That is a clue as to where we can find our final heart container. So, the old man who remains has magic. Yep. He won't give us that magic spell, though, unless we have all 8 of the magic containers. That's why I said you can't beat the game without getting all the magic containers in an earlier episode. Because you need the spell that this magic man the wise man is going to give us to defeat the second to last boss. So the hole in the palace is an endless trap. There's going to be a hole in the upcoming palace, Palace 6, and it just repeats. So it goes down 4 different levels, and then it goes back to the first level. So looks like I can get in the fireplace. So just use it like a door, press up in front of it. No mini quest this time, other than I guess finding the fireplace. Remember the magic word. What's the magic word? The magic word is spell. It's the spell. Not a particularly useful spell. You're not going to get too much use out of it. You will. The only place you really are going to use it, 2 places. One, to get the secret at the edge of town that that woman spoke about earlier, and then it could be helpful in approaching the final area. Call for help at the 3-Eye Rocks. That's your clue on how you're going to find Palace 6. And the spell basically does is it can transform enemies on the screen into the bot enemies, the little blob enemies. So we use our spell at the edge of town, and we get the magical key. The magical key, just like in the first game, The Legend of Zelda, it has infinite uses. So it's going to be really important because in Palace 6, there's no droppable keys or keys that we're just going to find on the ground. We will fight 2 mini-bosses that drop keys, and then the final boss will also drop a key. But that's not enough to open all the doors in the palace. So in order to progress through the next dungeon, we have to have the magical key. Unless you're using like a cheat or an exploit. But I'll show that off in the bonus episode, how you can pass through doors without keys. So for some reason I can't read the sign. But yeah, that's just basically, let's see if we can get the sign. Ah! Blink. That's sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's weird, I guess the way your sword hitbox is, it will let you, I guess, pass through that person's shield. Okay, let's see, sometimes I guess you wouldn't let me read the sign, just like sometimes that lady, one of the healing ladies, doesn't come out of their house. So, alright. So, yeah, you can't block that guy's mace with your shield. Well, like this guy with the spear or the iron knuckle swords, you know, if they hit your shield with their weapon, it just kind of bounces off, but not that guy with the mace. Alright, well, let's head down to the three-eyed rock that a lot of these townspeople have spoken of, and check to the east of it, and then we'll also call for help then at the 3-eyed rock. So, like I said, all those give indications of what's happened, of where we need to go. You can also head over here into this swamp. Let's check out what the enemies are over here. So here's the easy enemies. We got floating eyes and those beetles, I guess, that drop rocks on you. So, in that in the first big swamp we went to, back where we got the medicine, remember there was an extra life in there? This swamp is also going to have an extra life in it, so we're going to get our 4th 1-up doll in the swamp coming up over here. So the first one was in a swamp, the second one was in a swamp. First one was by the graveyard, after we passed that big bridge. So the hard enemy, the big eyes, the floating eyes are replaced by Octoroks. So, yeah, actually it seems like the hard one is easier. We got stationary Octoroks on the left and the right, and then a moving Octorok coming from the right. So we just gotta find this one up here. But then the third 1-up doll was in the beach by the Maze Island. Now our 4th 1-up doll is going to be here in this swamp. And then the 5th and 6th 1-up dolls will be located in the palaces 6 and 7, respectively. So let's pick up this 1-up doll. We're taking a lot of damage though, so we also want to head up into that cave up there. There's a point bag up here. Come on on, I know there's one-up dolls around here somewhere. So if you're following along, at least you'll be able to find it easier than I am here. Hold on, where are you at here? Ah! Doesn't help that the swamp seems to have a high encounter rate. It lowers the encounter tick a lot. So I may have actually stepped on the location where it was, but yeah, I got into an enemy fight. So here we go. We gotta use the jump spell to get up here and hope a beetle doesn't knock us down. Oh, got a point bag. Nice. And here we get our other one-up doll. Now we can head on into that cave. Coming up here. And this cave, like the cave on the other side of the mountain range here, just contains a point bag. So, yeah, if you're looking for the last heart, no, not here yet. But the last heart is around here, and it goes back to that clue that man said. On the seashore, east of the, or not what the man said, but what that hidden message in the house said. That east of the seashore, eastern seashore, east of the Triple I Rock. Got another scorpion here. Let's just jump over him. Grab our point bag, 500. So we're on good pace to get that final magic level in the last palace, which is good because, like I said, the last the 6th palace. It's not the last palace. But the last crystal palace, magic is going to be used a lot. There's several places where you have to have the fairy spell to proceed, a lot of places where you have to use the jump spell to proceed. So yeah, magic is going to be really drained. So it's always good to be able to get a magic refill in that palace. And of course, we can get that magic refill by getting a magic level. Speedrunners of this game usually routed out their levels so that they end up getting a magic level in level 6. That way they don't have to rely on a 50-50 pot drop from one of the big enemies. So there's the triple rock over there. When we head over there a little bit, you'll see. But east of it, we get our final heart container. So we're almost maxed out. All we need is just one more spell and then one more magic level, and we'll have pretty much maxed out everything. So, ooh, wow, that guy's, he's really gunning for Link. Or Bub, he shot 2 things. So that man said, call for help at Three-Eyed Rock. We stand in the middle of the 3 rocks where they would intersect, and we blow our flute, and we get to see where the palace is. And we get to come in here, and that 50-50 shot, of course, of having the iron knuckle or red jar appear. So I'm gonna once again do like I did back in Palace 4, where I'm just gonna go in here real quick, and then I'm gonna leave and basically refill my magic and life before I head deeper in the palace. I'm only gonna do these first 2 rooms here. Because there's some point bags, not necessarily to get, but I just want to show off where the point bags are. And both of these areas, like I said, are dead ends, so I might as well just clear it off. So, and any damage we take isn't going to, really affect us, because like I said, we're going to be heading back to heal up on the outside. It's a little bit more annoying to heal up in this palace because it's not like we can just exit the palace and then re-enter. Every time you exit the palace, it disappears, so you require then, of course, to blow the flute again to make the thing appear. No, I got lucky there. I was turned around to jump, and I got hit by the bubble, and it propelled me forward. The little knockback of the bubble helped me clear that jump. You don't need the jump spell to make a 3 high block jump, but definitely helps. So yeah, as you'll see, the palace will disappear, but all we have to do then is just blow the flute again, and it'll reappear. And we'll do that farming to heal our life and our magic up. Take care, see you next episode. Bye.